Gopala Astrology channel, where the science meets astrology for common man's understanding. Subscribe and stay tuned to this channel for continued astrological updates. Hello, welcome to Gopala Astrology channel once again, and today it's going to be a very interesting topic about the partial solar eclipse that is happening on the 30th of April 2022. So there will be one more solar eclipse, the second one that will happen on the 25th of October 2022. So this happens to be the first solar eclipse, and it is a partial solar eclipse. It doesn't happen in India or Singapore. It is happening in the southern part of the world, where Antarctica and South America is there. So it's not going to be visible in India, and it is very much visible in the southern American countries like Chile, Argentina, and so on and so forth. Today, our topic is going to be focusing more on understanding what is this partial solar eclipse and which are the zodiac signs or the rashis that are benefited from this, and which are the zodiac signs that need to be very careful about it, and how should we interpret this particular zodiac sign of Aries, which is a fiery sign where actually the eclipse is going to take place. Friends, let's go to the actual today's video, and I mentioned the date as 30th of April 2022, the actual eclipse day, and this is going to be a partial solar eclipse, and it's not a total solar eclipse. So normally we have three types of eclipses as shown here. Total solar eclipse, wherein the entire zone of the sun is covered by Rahu, we say that, and then the annular solar eclipse will show a disk, a beautiful golden disk around the moon's shadow, and whereas partial is something like this, wherein the moon doesn't cover complete area of sun. So this is what we are going to see on the 30th of April. Okay, and please understand that the eclipses are very much related to Rahu and Ketu, the shadow planets, which has been discussed in our previous videos. What are the two magnetic points, Rahu and Ketu, what it represents, and we have also discussed about the Rahu Ketu transit in our past videos. Please refer to those. I can put the hyperlink at the comment section or the description section. All right. So when the solar eclipse happens, it's very important to understand in which nakshatra or the zodiac sign that the eclipse is going to happen is very, very important. And that particular constellation or nakshatra, the people have to be very, very cautious until the next eclipse happens. Okay, so we're going to have a solar eclipse back to back happening in the 25th of October 2022. And in between, there will be one more lunar eclipse in the month of May as well. Okay, so whatever predictions and explanation that is being given in this video will hold good until the next solar eclipse that happens in October 25th. All right, just keep that in mind, and let's try to understand. Solar eclipse normally happens whenever the sun is here, the earth is here, the moon comes in between. It's something like this. You can understand here the earth is rotating and revolving around the sun, and the moon is also doing the same for earth. So it so happens that the axis of these three comes in close alignment, and then the moon is going to block the sun's image, sun's light reaching the earth for a very short period of time. Okay, so technically this is going to happen as per Indian Standard Time on 30th of April at 12:15. It's going to last until 4:07 p.m. It's almost roughly close to 4 hours, 3 hours 45 minutes something. All right, so it's a long duration, and this Gochara or the visibility of solar eclipse is not happening on countries like India. It is happening in a very no man's land, I can say. It starts here in the Antarctic region, and then it goes on and it goes to the Southern American countries. All right. So the question here is, many of my clients keep on asking, if it is not visible in our country, do we have to do the rituals, and does it affect us at all? See, please understand, if the daylight is happening for you at that period of time, 60 to 75% of results will be still affecting you. And if you are able to do certain rituals, which I'm going to say now, is very, very beneficial. Okay, especially the pregnant women. I have got a section there. They need to be very cautious about solar eclipse, whether it is totally visible or not. If it is visible in your country, more precautions are required. All right, but overall effects on the zodiac signs or rashis is really going to happen because it's affecting the planet Earth in one way or the other. So it is applicable to everybody. All right. So these are the things I was trying to mention about Sutak. What is Sutak? Sutak is something that happens due to the eclipse. We need to take shower and we need to be, doing certain practices. So to get rid of that Sutak effect of Grahanam. Okay, so that's it. And then I have just taken Jagannath Hora and put New Delhi, for example, at that particular date, and put the time as 2:15. So what is going on here? The most important point is the moon is in the nakshatra of Bharani. Okay, so Bharani star, if you see here, the Ashwini 4 is just getting finished, and Bharani is going to start, and the sun is also in Bharani, and then the Rahu Ketu is going to block them in this manner. All right. So on the 30th of April, the combination is this, and all the rest of the planets like Jupiter and Venus are going to be in Pisces, zodiac sign of Pisces. Saturn and Mars are in Aquarius. Okay. So Mercury happens to go to Taurus or Vrishabha Rashi. Okay, I just taken Sima Lagnam as an example. It can be any of these. So it starts at 12:45. You can put your own time wherever you are in this, whichever part of this world you are. All right. So what is the significance of Bharani? As I told you, Bharani means something which bears, right? And the god of death, Yaman, is the deity for this particular nakshatra. So, what does it signifies, and why is it that we need to be very, very careful? Okay, so when this Rahu is going to block the good rays of sun, and eclipse is going on, so what will happen? So something related to that particular area of your life. Say for example, for Aries it's happening in the first house, for Taurus it is happening in the 12th house, Gemini it is happening in the 11th house, and so on and so forth. So that particular area, that particular house that is happening to you is going to have something like death and rebirth, because the Lord Yama is going to be the controller of Bharani Nakshatra. So that means to say how to interpret this practically. So, for example, if you are a Capricorn ascendant person, okay, and this is happening in the fourth house. Fourth house represents what? For example, you are planning to purchase a car, you are planning to purchase a property. Okay, Sukhasthanam. So this is the Grahanam that is happening in Sukhasthanam, and hence you need to be extremely cautious before you purchase any property or purchase any vehicle. So that is the advice that I want to give you. So we need to look into whichever aspect that it is coming, the Aries zodiac sign in your particular chart, that area will be affected, and it's going to collapse in a way, and then it gets reborn after October 2025, October 2022. So that is the effect that we are going to see from this solar eclipse. All right. So which are the three zodiac signs that will benefit from this? See, always the solar eclipses and lunar eclipses, they do not bring bad results to all zodiac signs. Okay, it's going to bring good things as well. So let's see which are the zodiac signs which are going to be affected. One is the Gemini, right? So Gemini zodiac sign is going to have this thing happening in their 11th house, and so there will be a complete reboosting of their financial status, incoming gains, and things like that. So it's a wonderful event that is happening to them. So the Gemini zodiac signs, so both please interpret both from moon sign as well as Lagna or the ascendant sign, and it should be given 50% equal weightage. Okay, one is happening on your mental level, one is physically happening to you. So both has to be given with due importance, and then the results has to be analyzed. So Gemini, it's a big thumbs up for you guys. You are going to have this benefit from the solar eclipse. All right. Virgo is the next one. So for Virgo zodiac sign, it is happening right at the eighth house. Okay, so eighth house is going to give you sudden financial boom. Okay, so eighth house is all about sudden events, but you need to be cautious about your health as well. So if there were to be, suppose the Virgo ascendant people were sick and they were having some medical issues, so you will get this solved instantly, and when the right combination comes to you with this solar eclipse, I'm very sure that you are able to solve your health problems and you will get a right doctor who can cure your diseases. All right. At the same time, there will be some improvement in financial status as well for Virgo ascendant or Virgo moon sign people. The next one is Aquarius. Aquarius, you are going through the Sadesati of Saturn, 7.5 years period of Saturn. In between, this is like a oasis, right? So you will see certain good aspects that is happening. There were certain businesses that you might be doing which would have got stuck because of Sadesati, but suddenly you can see that you will gain courage and you will take risks. You will take the calculated risks, and you are going to make sure that you will earn money back and you will get the respect in the business. All right. So that is the point here for Aquarius zodiac sign. So Gemini, Virgo, and Aquarius, these three are going to get benefit from this Surya Grahanam. All right, just remember this, and let's talk about the negative part of it as well. These three zodiac signs, Aries, Leo, and Capricorn, I just put it together. These three people are going to be have to be very, very cautious for this particular period of time from April to October. The reason is for Aries ascendant or Aries moon sign people, it is happening right in your lagan, in your ascendant. Okay, it's in the first and seventh axis, so the relationships will be put into a lot of stress. You need to establish a proper communication with your business partners as well as with your life partner, with your wife or husband. Okay, so the spouse becomes very priority here. If you don't take care, if you don't communicate well, it will cause a lot of problems. You will get into big issues. All right, so you have to be very cautious and make sure take one step at a time. Okay, and then health also, health and mental stress more than physical. It's going to be mental stress. You need to arrange your financial things properly, but for your benefit later on you will have very good effect of Saturn from January 2023. The 11th of Saturn is going to give you a lot of relief when it comes to 2023. Till then, the Aries ascendant guys have to be very cautious, and you will get financial benefits in between as we have a quick transfer of Saturn for 2.5 months, right from the 30th or 29th of April until the July. All right. So next, the zodiac sign of Leo. Leo, they need to be very, very careful because it is happening in your ninth house of luck, right? So from Leo, Aries happens to become the ninth house, and you will have some problems related to long trips, health related matters, as well as if you are planning to do any higher education. So all this, even the belief system gets shaken up with this eclipse. All right. So it takes some time to come out of this shock, and the Leo ascendant people may have their father's health into a big risk. Okay, so anything related to ninth house, please be very cautious for next 6 months. All right, the next zodiac sign which is going to be affected with this eclipse is Capricorn or Makara Rasi. So for you guys, you are going to really have problems as the eclipse is happening in your Sukhasthana, the fourth house. Okay, there could be some misunderstanding and fights between the family members and the mothers. Fourth house represents mother as well. Your mother's health can be afflicted, and you need to pay a lot of hospital bills and stuff like that. Already you're going through the Sadesati of Saturn, and this is going to put a little bit more ghee on the fire. So you better be cautious and make sure that you take the right steps. All right. So do not purchase any new houses if you are planning for buying a property or even a car. Just try to delay it until October 2022. All right. After that, you can go ahead. All right. So that's it. So in overall, if you see the effect of this snake Rahu Ketu is in this axis, I'm just showing you a quick summary. So best zodiac signs are going to be Gemini, Aquarius, and Scorpio. As I show put this as green tick marks here. So you have a very good 6 months from now on. You can maximize this period. All right. So for the rest of them, as I told you, whichever house it belongs to, you need to have a proper focus and try to avoid that particular area and leave it after 6 months. You can come back and do that particular function. Let us see a quick snapshot about other signs. I have already talked about Aries. This is happening in the first house in Lagan itself. You have to be cautious about your health. Taurus, it is happening in the 12th house. All the related matters to 12th house. Sorry, 12th house, and as well as you should look into this 6th house as well. So you will be afflicted because Ketu is also going to reflect whatever Rahu's energy, right? So this eclipse is going to reflect in both the houses actually, but more so with Rahu. So the Taurus, you are going to have some problems related to 12th house matters, like for example visas. People who are trying to settle down permanently in a foreign land, they will have some visa issues, some legal matters is going to delay. All right, Gemini is all good for you guys. Let's talk about Cancer zodiac sign or Karkataka Rashi. For Karkataka Rashi people, this is happening right there in your 10th house. So 10th house, you are going to have some problems in the job. So whatever assignments that is given to you, the roles that is given to you in your job at this present moment may have to, have to stop, and then you will be given an additional responsibility in a different department, or even you may change your jobs, right? So that is very, very likely to happen. So there will be a death and rebirth of your 10th house activities. Same thing goes to Leo, as I mentioned. It is about 9th house activities. He's going to die and gets reborn after October. So Virgo is a big success as well. So no problem for Virgos. They're going to have this in 8th house. They will get the health matters getting solved, and then you can expect some unexpected wealth as well. Okay, so talk about Libra. So Libra and Aries, you guys, you both are going to have this in your Lagan and 7th house axis. So this has to be very, very careful. There will be a lot of problems with the partners if you are in business as well. So you need to deal with the partners and with your spouse very, very cautiously. So you will be in the process of moving to a different place. You may shift your residence. A lot of things can happen in these 6 months. So okay, so you may this is like a climax. You may be trying for many things, and it was not happening. For example, you are trying for a visa to a foreign land. Again, seventh house is going to push you out. You are going to see that there is some distress there, but after the October 2022, you will completely get a new position and you will be safe and secure in terms of those activities related to the seventh house. All right. So Scorpio, it's a big thumbs up for you guys. It is happening in the sixth house. Sixth house, you are going to get courage. You are going to destroy your enemies. Your enemies get destroyed. Your competition will get destroyed. If you are in a business, you will be ahead of your business competitors, right? So Scorpio is going to have a good time. Of course, there is some problems related to 12th house of Ketu, but it should be really overshadowed by Rahu. Rahu is more powerful. All right. So Sagittarius is going to have the eclipse happening in the fifth house. So fifth house matters. So children's health will be a concern. Anything if you are in a creative industry, your creativity can hamper a bit. You are going to go slow on your creative work and things like that. So anything related to speculative business, please do not invest in speculative business when this eclipse is happening, because you are going to lose a lot of money. A lot of money. The stock market is going to come down for you guys in a very bad way. Those stocks you must have selected is going to have a great fall. So the big advice to Sagittarius ascendant people, please do not put money into risk. So play safe, put it into debentures or whatever safe stocks, and not into the risky stocks at this point of time. All right, Capricorn, I have already mentioned the fourth house it is happening. Sukhasthanam gets afflicted, and you are going to have some problems if you buy any property or get into trouble if you buy a car. So hold on your horses, wait until the 25th of October 2022. All right, Aquarius, you are going to gain courage now. As I told you, it's a big thumbs up for you guys, even though in the midst of Sade Sati or El Rai Sani, it's going to come to you as a oasis when you are walking in a desert. All right, so make good use of these 6 months and get the benefit out of it. All right, and last but not least is Pisces zodiac sign. It is happening right in your Kutumba Sthanam, the family, the house of the family. So savings, a lot of problems can happen. You may not be able to save much money, and you are now getting the glimpse of a beginning of Sade Sati, and there can be some kind of health issues as well. And dental problems can come in because second house represents the dangers as well. All right, so be cautious, take one step at a time, and you have to. And even Jupiter enters your first house actually. So Jupiter usually doesn't do well in Gocharam in the transit for the first house. Okay, so just take note and then be cautious for these next 6 months. Take one step at a time. But all this is just 25%. These are all the transit results. As I keep saying and repeating, I'm going to show this slide again. Please understand the difference between Dashantar Dasha things and then the Gochara Palam. So Gochara Palam means it's the transit that is happening. It's only 25% of overall results. So 75% is coming from your own karmas through your dashas and antaradashas. Or you can go even until pratyantara dasha. That is up to you how much detail you want to go and study about your planetary time periods of dashas and antaradashas. That is 75%. Okay. In the remaining 25%, you can take it half and half. The 50% comes through your mind, how the thought processes are going to be afflicted with the Gochara Palam, and the remaining 50% is of that 25% is going to happen to you in Lagan. Lagan is physical body that is happening to you in your practical experience. Okay, physical experience. So this is physical, this is mental. It's 50-50. All right. Before we close down this video, just caution for pregnant women. You have to be extremely cautious during the eclipse times, even lunar eclipse. Okay, so it's not recommended for the pregnant women to consume alcohol or come out of the house and things like that. So this is the time for you guys to sit down, do prayers, do meditation, and that is where it is. And if we have seen many cases, many examples wherein the mother has come out of the house and get exposed to the solar radiations during the solar eclipse, and then get into trouble. The baby is born handicapped and stuff like that. I have practically seen such cases that is happening, and please do not ignore this. And the advices given by our ancient maharshis, and even scientifically, it is proven that the pregnant woman should not be exposed to that particular portion of the sunlight during the eclipse times. Okay, even they can take shower after the eclipse is completed. There are so many other rituals which I don't want to make it as a religious thing here, but I would like to advise the pregnant women to stay home, stay back. You can even put all the covers in your room and the curtains in your room, and then you can sleep. You can just relax for these 3-4 hours. You can go to bed, relax. After the eclipse is over, you can just take a light shower, pray to your own God in your own way, and then you will be out of the problems. Okay, so do not take any risk of coming and seeing the eclipse and getting exposed, because the baby inside will be extremely delicate and it should not get exposure to such radiations. All right, so I think with this we have come to the end of this video. If you have any questions, please type it in the comment section. I will be very glad to explain to you very well. All right, please subscribe to this channel if you are the first time visitor, and share this channel hyperlinks to all your friends in all social media. Thank you very much.